subscribing and leaving comments.
This is February 11th, 1995, and we've come up to check out a report that came into Peterburn of a sighting of a orangish colored orangutan-like creature up here in Larch Mountain in Clark County, just east of Vancouver. We've brought Evan up here, Canoose, who made the sighting. He says he was walking along here at 6:30 in the morning, just gotten up, when he saw a creature standing up here, right where that main tree is in the center of the picture. Evan was standing off to this area here at a slight angle to him. Said the creature stood there motionless for most of the time and then moved slightly a few times. Figures he viewed him for 30 to 40 seconds. The creature did see him, he's sure of that, and he said it was orange orangutan type. He watched it for that 30 seconds or so, and then he went back from his position here back over to their car, which was parked here, and got inside. He had 3 friends here with him. They were all asleep. After they got up, they started driving back towards Vancouver, and it wasn't until then that Evan told his friends what had happened. I'll be talking to them as soon as I can when we get back down. This happened yesterday morning, February the 10th. Like I say, approximately 6:30 in the morning with sunrise. I'm going to walk up here and meet with Todd Neiss, who's with me. We found an area up there that's looks like there was kind of a bed made there, branches broken off and brought to a spot. So I'll walk up and meet with them now and turn this back on then. This is the spot where it looks like the branches were drug in from deciduous trees, which were standing in all fir trees right here, evergreens. And this is the spot where it looks like they brought the things in. They're all laying there and pushed down flat. And then coming back through the center of the brush here, the stump shows signs of being broken up a bit. We don't see any claw marks or anything, but it's more of a lighter color where someone's torn something out of it, or something has. And then possibly come through this area. It's all flattened out through along this rotten out log here. Until today, this is all dry and nice up in here. But of course today, the day we get up here, it's raining. The ground is pretty rocky, pretty hard base, even on the trails and off to the side, so footprints aren't showing up. I tried a little compression test to see if I could push down in, and nothing really showed. But all along this edge of the trail are these broken off branches, and they all lead right up to this spot that looks like they were all piled back in the brush. But all along this trail we find the same branches. They were brought in from quite a ways off the trail because all we have along here are the fir trees. So I think we're going to walk back down to where Evan saw this creature standing and maybe have him stand there and we'll shoot a little footage of it. Evan Canoose, and we're up here at this place where he had a sighting just yesterday, February the 10th.
Okay. I was standing over about 20, 25, 30 feet in that direction, and he was standing about here like this, and he was frozen, I would say, just basically in place. Almost like if I stand still, he won't notice, kind of a thing. And it just basically stood here like this, and there was a little movement in the arm, very little movement in the one arm I could see, and that was about it. It was frozen in its tracks, basically. Did not move a great deal, there was no locomotion, no walking involved, but there was the movement in the arm, and that was about it.
But his body didn't sway back and forth or anything, just his hands.
Not that I could tell.
And you say he was an orange color, like an orangutan?
Orangutan orange, and then the face and the chest were black.
Quite a big area in the chest?
Yes, probably up to about the pectoral, the complete to the edge of the sides of the body.
Okay, and standing here, how tall would you say that thing appeared?
I would say it stood to about here on the tree.
Okay.
This white mark, maybe a little higher.
Okay, we'll measure that, and I'll put that on here later.
Okay.
And bulky looking or slender? What type of body style?
Wide. It was very wide.
Wide at the shoulder? And
yeah, wide at the shoulder and wide, pretty much all the way down from what I could tell.
Didn't taper like a bodybuilder, say?
No.
It just stayed pretty bulky?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So, it reminds you of orangutan. You watched it 30, 40 seconds?
30 to 45 seconds around in there, yeah.
And you walked away back to the vehicle?
Yes.
And it was still standing in the same position when you left?
Yes.
And
did not move.
Then later it was gone?
Yes. I didn't come back to check, to be perfectly honest. I figured just leave, probably be the best.
Got in the car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then you called Peter then? And
yes.
Okay.
About 3 hours later.
Okay. Thank you.
If you're enjoying all this rare and unique content, please show your support by subscribing and leaving comments.
Here in this primitive river bottom wilderness in southern Arkansas, along with deer, duck, crane, and beaver, lurks a creature that walks upright. Whether it is a man, a monster, or a myth, no one really knows. What we do know is the people around Fouke, Arkansas say they have seen such a creature nearly 250 times since 1954. And that this creature, whatever it is, emits one of the most terrifying sounds ever recorded. The legend of Boggy Creek.